Hello and welcome to the Philippine Ultiverse PODCAST for the 26th of June, 2015. Joining us is our guest for today, Raymund Buenaventura from Smart Ultimate, and my usual co-host, Emerson Ang, and me, Diego Zuluaga. Alright guys, so what's been happening with you? Rames, let's start off with you. What's up?
Okay, hi Diego and Emerson. It's great to be on your podcast for Ultimate.
Thank you. It's great to have you too.
Yes. So what's been going on? I just came from pickup right now in Cuenca. So, it's 11:50 p.m. right now. And we're doing this podcast, which is great. I'm pretty excited about it.
Nice. Us too. Alright, so how about you, Emerson? How have you been? What's been up with you?
I'm tired. I'm just tired.
Didn't you just wake up an hour ago?
I just woke up an hour ago.
You're still tired.
Yes. So I guess nothing more to talk about except Ultimate again. Recap on what happened over the last few...
You're not gonna ask me what's been up with me?
No, we don't want... Well, okay, fine, Diego.
Okay, well...
What have you been up to, Diego?
Okay, usual just finishing the final edit for the B-League finals. B-League Leg 2 cover games between Sid and Alpha. Still finalizing that. And yeah, and the Greenfield Invitational Finals as well, and I'm actually coming up with a special highlight reel in partnership with Miguel Bautista, Bao Productions, because he took footage of nationals. So I think since he doesn't have time to edit, so I'm gonna be the one doing that.
All right.
Wow, that's gonna be an all Filipino highlight reel. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, all Filipino. All right. Yeah. So yeah. Quick recap, Emerson. How about you take this one?
All right, so quick recap. Provincial tournament just finished. Huck O Hunyo.
Yes.
All right, just a few weeks ago, and we just started with Gender Bender for last weekend.
Yeah, and also actually we don't have to mention it, but we just finished NUCC as well. But we already took care of that topic.
We finished that.
Yeah, but let's go. So anyway, since we brought Rames to guest on our podcast specifically because he participated in Huck O Hunyo. So Rames, why don't you tell us a little about your experience in that tournament? How did it go?
Okay, so first of all, why did we choose Huck O Hunyo for the team? Basically, we have a employee who's part of the Smart Ultimate team who's actually based in Iloilo. So he invited us months ago to play for Huck O Hunyo. And we already booked tickets, so we were all set for it. How was it? It was the first... No, it's not the first. It's the first field provincial tournament for my team, Smart Ultimate. So it was a great experience. We came in expecting, to go up against crazy provincial teams, super athletic. It was pretty fun. It was really great. So what? Oh, hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Some of the highlights aside from the great quality of the games and the field, there was actually a really great boodle fight for the first day.
A what? Sorry.
So a boodle fight.
I'm sorry. You gotta.
Boodle.
Boodle. Diego. It's boodle.
What's a boodle?
Okay, so I assume you've never done it before.
No.
So boodle fight. It's actually it's for lunch. So there's a long table, and then there's banana leaves covering the table. Then there's a row of rice, and then on top of the rice there was fresh fish, shrimps, chicken, lechon. And then we had some sauces on the side. And then since there were just 8 teams for the tournament, we all ate together in one long line.
Wow.
So it was pretty cool. And aside from that, one of the funny things and highlights for me was after our first game, there was actually a parade of the players because we were playing in a subdivision. Because the subdivision, Camela Homes, I believe, sponsored the fields. So after the first game, we paraded around the subdivision. It was pretty fun.
Seems like you had fun. Okay, wow. Well, okay, so
so could you tell us more about the teams that participated and I guess the final results? of the
Okay,
tournament?
so from what I remember in my pool, for the first day, we went up against Chicken Hearts from Dumaguete, Centralian Ultimate from Iloilo, I think,
Mm-hmm.
and Panay Intensity, which is the main team from Iloilo. I believe they were 8th place in nationals.
Oh.
Yes.
Yes, they were. So for the first day for Smart Ultimate, we were actually top of our seed. So we had 3-0. We had 3 wins and 0 losses for the
First
first day. So we were
Nice.
top of the seed, yeah.
Okay.
And then for the second day, it was quarterfinals. We went up against Pochi. I might be wrong. I think they're from Negros Occidental. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, so we won that game for quarterfinals. And then for semifinals, we were up against Ison Ultimate. So another provincial team, I think from Negros. I'm not sure if it's Oriental or Occidental, because I'm pretty sure it's from Negros. That was a really nice game. The game went down to a universal point, wherein we lost.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So just to give you a brief background on the team, Smart Ultimate, we were, of course, if not everyone knows, we're composed of an all-employee lineup. We are all
Mhm.
employees of Smart.
Yeah.
But for this tournament, we had a little backup. So Fel was with us, our coach,
Okay. Yeah.
Felix
Yeah.
Nanke.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he was leading us all the way to the provincial tournament. So
Alright.
yeah, for the finals, it was against Boracay Ultimate and Ison Ultimate.
Mhm.
I don't remember the score, but it was a pretty big lead by Boracay Ultimate.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
For Battle for Third, how did you guys?
Battle for third. Yeah, it was me. I was Smart Ultimate against Panay Intensity. So we won against them during the first day. So they had to get revenge for the second day, and then unfortunately they did get revenge. So we lost by 1 point.
Revenge.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
It was a really fun game, though. It was a great spirit. Everyone was
Ah, yeah,
really
that's-
happy.
That's at least that's
Really
that's the
nice.
important part of it.
Yeah, it was.
But like, so you're no stranger. You're no stranger to provincial tournaments. Like, how did you perform on a personal note?
On a personal note, I think I did my part well enough. It wasn't. It was a different experience playing with my coach. Aside from that, we were complete. We were in a complete lineup in terms of some of all the players for the Smart were present. Meaning Alex from Duo, he's a Smart employee, so he was in our lineup. Kenneth from Duo, he was also in the lineup. So it was a complete team.
Wow. Full roster.
Yeah. Yes, it was. It was a full roster. So you're all excited to go there. You know, from the office, going to the airport as a team, wearing all the Smart jerseys. It was pretty fun. It was a pretty fun experience.
Yeah. Pretty.
Mhm.
It seems pretty good. Like, sounds pretty good. To, like be having the full support of your company. Smart. It's,
Yeah, that's a really great thing. I can't express how easy it is to get support from the company to believe in our passion of Ultimate. At first I thought it was kind of hard to explain to them what Ultimate Frisbee is from the start.
It's always the problem.
Yeah. But eventually, the bosses, they saw the passion of the employees, of how much we train, of how much we enjoy, and how much we want to spread the sport within the company. Because within the company, we have beginners night on Mondays in Emperador, so it's open to any Smart employee, free of charge
Wow.
for the
Mhm.
field. So they just go. We even provide a fleet from the office to the field.
Wow.
Okay.
So they just have to go, then we'll teach them as much as we can. And once they become a regular member, once they join a league. So that's when they become part of the club.
Oh, cool. But so like,
Mhm.
like you mentioned that you didn't know how to explain to your bosses. So like, how did it begin? Like, how did you
How
get to
did the-
go? How did the team come together? How did it finally become a reality
It was-
that Smart would
Okay.
support Frisbee team?
Okay. It was actually by luck. So I was hired in Smart on November of 2012. So it was almost year end. 2 weeks after I got hired, the HR head, one of the HR employee heads, had to talk to me because we have something called the MVP Olympics. So it's inter-company Olympics within the MVP group.
Mm-hmm.
And then they mentioned that Frisbee was going to be introduced for the first time in Olympics. And I mentioned in my resume and interviews that I played Ultimate.
Mm-hmm.
So from there on, I had to head the formation of the initial team of the Olympics. So I seek the help of Fel and Jamel from SP in order to help me form the team.
All right. Could you
So
tell us,
after,
yeah,
go ahead.
the intro on how many players were you? How was the
That's
initial
funny.
perception of Frisbee?
Okay, so first day of tryouts, there were like 5 people, including me and the coaches.
Okay.
So there was one experienced player, so that was Susie, and then the others were they were fairly familiar with Frisbee, but they didn't play in leagues.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there on, we tried as much to get referrals. So, for example, we got some players who played basketball in the Olympics, and then we got one from triathlon. So eventually, we started building up a roster. I think for the first Olympics, we had a roster of 20.
20 players.
Yeah,
That's mixed
and we had
male and female.
yes, and we had I think it was around 4 months to train for the Olympics.
Wow.
So, oh,
Yeah, and then in the Olympics, the teams with the Frisbee team at that time, the first Olympics was TV5, Meralco, Maynilad, PLDT, EPLDT.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, am I missing anyone? I think that's about it.
Yeah, those teams are still around, correct? Those.
Yeah, I think the active ones are PLDT and Maynilad.
Yeah, I see them sometimes in some tournaments.
Yeah,
But, like-
Meralco, the players still play, but not as they joined the different clubs.
Oh, okay.
all right.
But like looking at
Yeah.
Smart now, you guys have, if I'm correct, you guys have Smart A. In some turns you have Smart A and Smart B. You have like two teams.
Yeah,
Different teams.
I think that happened in the Wangman Baler Cup.
Yeah.
So I pitched to the team that we wanted everyone to try Beach Ultimate for the first time
Mm-hmm.
because a lot of them hadn't had any experience for that, and the reception was really good. That there was like 23 who signed up. So since it's a 3-1 ratio, we divided the team into two. And the easiest part of dividing the team into two is that we get support from our company that they take the burden of the registration fee. So it's not much. It's a no-brainer to join tournaments with Smart because they pay for the reg fee.
Yeah.
So does this apply on all tournaments that you guys participate in?
Actually, for the start of the year, we try to list down a number of tournaments, and we try to estimate the cost. Then we have it approved with our HR.
All right.
So, yeah. So, like for example, the first tournament, one of the earliest tournaments we did for the year was Boracay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we participated there.
Well, at least.
And then,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Yeah.
sorry, go ahead. Yeah, and then Iloilo was the next big tournament. And finally, to top it off, the most expensive is Spirits.
That's the countdown we're gonna do in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's getting geared for that. Well, at least it's good that also just because even if you're with Smart, you still have the liberty to play with other teams, of course, and other tournaments.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. So, for example, Gender Bender, I mean, I'm actually teammates with Emerson in Alabang Boys.
Yes.
So, there's still actually, there's an MVP group team right now in all male in the open. So I think they're called EHOS. So they're a mixture of MVP group employees.
Okay. I should really check out.
Sorry, I have to just go back to the last thing.
Yeah,
What
sure.
What are your thoughts on teams there that get financial support from companies? Like, you think Smart is doing a good job in terms of like framework, like other companies can follow?
Oh yeah. First of all, I don't have any complaints with Smart. They've done so much for us. It's actually beneficial for the employees in terms of not just playing frisbee, but in terms of work-life balance. I mean, we get worked up pretty much the whole week, and it's good that they support us in our passion. So I believe some of the MVP companies do also support. For example, MacLeod, they get support from their company as well. They even have programs to teach communities. So they teach marginalized kids, I believe.
Mm.
Yeah. So
Generally, it's a
Since
really
there's-
good thing. It's a
Yeah.
really good thing
Ge-
for company support.
yeah, it makes life easy. And at first, it was kind of hard to explain to everyone in the Philippines community that they were saying, "Oh, your registration fees paid by Smart. Your shoes were paid by Smart." Yeah, I know it's weird, right? They actually pay us to play, but in the end, you realize that they want to take care of the employees. That's their main goal.
Yeah,
They want you to have something to hold on in the company, and honestly, it really works.
yeah. Hopefully,
It does.
other companies start catching on, so that everyone enjoys.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so with that said, maybe it's 17 minutes into the show. Maybe we can take a quick commercial break.
Okay.
All right, so this is the Philippine Ultiverse PODCAST, guys. Don't go anywhere.
Peace.
Welcome back to the Philippine Ultiverse Podcast. All right, so we're back, and this is me, Diego. And again, if you guys just tuned in now by any chance, we have our guest today, Rames, and of course, my co-host, Emerson.
Hello.
Guys.
Hello.
Okay, so let's finish up. We have about 15 to 20 minutes left in the show. Let's finish up with a lot of stuff, right? So first off, upcoming tournaments, guys.
We have one international tournament happening this weekend and a local hat tournament.
Yes. So this international tournament is called Zone Cup 2015. It's going to be in Vietnam at Ho Chi Minh City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So wait. So are there any Philippine teams participating here by any chance that you know?
Yeah, I believe Davao Mulato.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay.
I think Mulato's forming a team, and another one is a team being formed by Jason Lopez, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Emma, you
Junta. Is it
most likely know
Junta?
them. You're gonna have to get them to guest on the show next week.
We'll see. We'll see if
Call them.
Jason's willing to participate.
Kaya yan. We can do it. So,
Alright.
a little more about it. There's a cash prize for this tournament, $3,000. Winner
Wow.
takes all.
Mm-hmm.
And this
That is a
dates-
big amount.
That is big. You guys mentioned earlier, the last time it was only 1,000, so the prize pool increased.
Last year it was 1,500
Wow.
US dollars cash prize.
That doubled. Wow.
Yeah. And the defending champions were Jason Lopez's team.
I think the team name was Junta, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken.
Team Junta.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry, Junta.
Junta.
Junta. I don't Junta, I think.
Nice. Well, so just again, a few details on it. It's going to be happening this weekend, July 27th and 28th.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, I don't think anyone else can join it anymore because the bidding's already been over. Deadline was April already. All right, so now for the local tournament we mentioned is Hakuna Matata. Well, it's a hat. It's a one-day tournament.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hosted by UP Duo Apps Batch 10. Okay.
Okay.
You, Emerson, you know a bit more on this than I do, I think. Would you say this was for?
I think this is a sort of an event for fundraising for one of their players that's going to be attending the Worlds.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, a bit of the mechanics on the tournament. It's, yeah, 1-day tournament, 8 to 5 p.m. And funny enough, they're actually holding a contest for all those who registered in the tournament. It's a photo contest, so I'm guessing. And then, if I'm right, the winner will receive. There will be 2 winners. Well, 30 participants will be shortlisted to receive minor prizes, but the 2 winners will get free passes to Vikings.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is a contest worth joining.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about joining it, but like, I won't be there on the 27th. Oh well. Will you guys be playing here? Oh no, you're gonna be playing another tournament, right? Or are you guys playing on Saturday? It's Saturday anyway, but Gender Bender's on Sunday.
I think I'll be resting for Saturday in preparation for our games on Sunday.
Yeah, I'll be at a wedding, so I
Oh,
don't think I can play.
Mazel tov to the happy couple. Okay.
Sorry.
Mazel tov. Congratulations.
Oh, Mazel tov. Okay.
Mazel.
I was like, what?
Mazel tov. It's a. No, never mind. Okay, I didn't know that boodle fight was. Seriously, it's a boodle fight, but okay, there's no actual fighting, of course. But they fight for the food.
Jerry, get over
like
it.
that.
I've never done those kind of things. Sorry.
Don't worry, I'm sure you dominate.
Well, yeah. I will own that if there was a cash prize. But to be fair, I probably did try it once. I just didn't know what it was called. I thought it was just a gathering of meals and friends. Okay, so that's it. Wait, are there any other tournaments to give mention about? Aside from the ones we mentioned last year, like Wangman Cup and future Manila Spirits. Anything else?
Well, Gender Bender's still ongoing, so
It's gonna be until the 25th of July. Yeah.
Did you mention for the Wangman Cup, there was actually a provincial team who bid?
Yeah. Actually, Ping did mention that in our last podcast that there was a provincial team. I just can't recall which one.
It's Extreme.
Oh wow.
The Maccary Extreme, so they're gonna be there.
Wow. It's actually this is the first time. It's kind of I've noticed a trend. I've been noticing this lately. Unlike usual local tournaments that's comprised of local players. Players from other provinces are starting to come in as well. Like for Smart, for example, they went to Huck O Hunyo. And usually it's usually a tournament based in Iloilo for the teams there, and for Wangman it's usually the Manila-based players. But now we have we have Extreme they're gonna dominate.
I think it's good. I think it's good exposure for Manila teams as well as provincial teams.
Yeah.
Just so that you see each other before nationals or before other major tournaments, just so that you have a feel of where you are, and it's a good gauge.
Yeah, it's a good change. It's a good change that
Yeah, it's a good change of pace.
Yeah, the different teams from Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao are starting to come together, not in just the big tournaments, but local or the regular tournaments. Yeah, it's a great thing. All right, so what's coming up next? We got all right. So moving on to news, or did I miss anything? Nothing?
No news.
Okay, moving on to news. So, Fox Sports recognized an amazing catch by an AUDL player, AJ Nelson. It's I'll post the link to the video below of Fox's rendition of. Well, they commentated about the whole thing. They give reference to Odell Beckham, saying, they give reference to comparing the idea of a catch. How do I say this without sounding mean? Watch the video. You guys have seen the video, right?
Yeah. I have seen.
Yeah, it's. Well, I don't want to sound like a hater, but it's more of like how you say it. Well, if you read the comments on the thread, it's like everyone's flaming about because the host kind of compared the catch to Odell Beckham Jr.'s catch in some American football game that happened way back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, so like everyone's saying, try laying out on a turf at full speed with no pads, and come talk to us about playing. Which is true. I mean, but it's not how you say, it's not new to the Ultimate community that people think lowly of the what Ultimate is, and like they when they mention Ultimate, it's actually a thing,
Yeah.
Nothing new. So what did you guys notice about this? Anything you'd like to add?
It was a really, really great catch.
But yes, in general, the catch was amazing.
It was pretty crazy. I was pretty far. So
Yeah.
I think it's good that we have big networks recognizing highlights like these. I think
Yeah.
it's a step.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah, that's true.
regardless of whether there's a positive or negative impact. I mean, free advertising basically.
Yeah, you can.
So you
yeah,
can-
Any publicity is good publicity.
There you go.
Yes. Anyway, look at it.
It's a good
It's
step.
something.
I mean, slowly recognizing the sport and all that.
But seriously, like there are so many highlights so many highlights I've seen on the internet from the US, from other countries that these networks should really look at, because this is one amazing highlight. They should see the others. There's so much more.
Yeah, I think that's one of the good things that sets Ultimate apart from the other sports. Highlights happen very, very often.
Yeah, and
I mean, for me.
it doesn't get old. It doesn't get
Yeah.
old. No matter
It does not get old.
how many times you see it, it never gets old.
Yep.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, so you guys want to add anything else? Anything with the...
No, moving on.
Okay, moving on. All right, so for those of you who have been reading the threads and posts lately, quick background. I think I'm quoting this very loosely. Basically, WIFDIF tried sending a application to the Tokyo Organizing Committee of the Olympics and they wanted they were sent an application on the possibility of being shortlisted in the Olympics being held in Tokyo at 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so last June 22, they announced that sadly, Frisbee failed to make the shortlist.
Mm-hmm.
In the end, 8 sports were supposed to be included. Hopefully, this was one of them, but sadly, it wasn't. The ones that were included were baseball/softball, bowling, karate, rolling sports, sport climbing, squash, surfing, and wushu.
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 Which is squash again? Is that
It's like the tennis against the wall. I think.
Yeah.
with that long cup, like in their hand? It's like a
No. That's different.
That's different.
Hi, alay.
Yeah, that's
What?
Come on, Diego.
I'm sorry. Wait, okay. What is it?
No,
think you meant-
squash is it's like a one-on-one tennis match, but you're parallel with each other. Then you bounce it off the wall.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I should really.
It's okay, Diego.
What? You guys know what this is? Squash.
Yeah, it's squash.
Jesus Christ. Okay, sorry for those who play squash, and I don't know what it is. Okay, but yeah,
Again, well, unfortunately, Ultimate didn't make the short list. But again, there are other, I guess, events just to build it up again.
Yeah, but quick before we move on to the another world tournament coming up.
Mm-hmm.
When do you think that personally, guys? I mean, we've been playing for how many years have we been playing? 7 years?
6 years.
7 years.
Yeah, 6, 7.
When do you think that Ultimate Frisbee will actually be included in the Olympics?
In the next 7 years. Hopefully,
The next 7 years is when? Well, actually, no.
that's not that far off.
Yeah. Well, basically it's after this one. It's gonna be in 2024.
2024.
2024.
2024.
4 years. 2024. Yeah.
Well, personally, I don't think Frisbee will be in the Olympics anytime soon. I mean, there's a lot of sports that are recognized by the Olympic Committee, but
Didn't make the
they
short
don't
list.
actually appear in
And,
Olympic sports. for example, baseball. I don't think there's a Olympics for baseball or golf, which are very mainstream sports.
That's
But then
true.
again, there's also, I guess there's a chance because they're like um, sports that are not so known, like the shooting and skiing Olympics part. Have you guys seen that? They have a rifle at their back, and then they like ski and then shoot. I don't know what it's called. So
Oh.
maybe there is hope for frisbee.
One day. It was always
Yeah.
because, the referee issue.
Yeah, I think they have to fix the mechanics first on how it
Yeah,
gets
that's
properly officiated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And-
since then they started applying like the observers. But parang
I would.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, but yeah, but like the observers parang it's like still not enough, I guess. It still doesn't count.
Yeah.
But
I would actually want to play in a game with observers just to see how it goes.
Yeah, just to get a feel of how they do it with observers.
Yeah,
yeah. I know it's a different ball game,
I'm pretty sure.
but those guys are like really serious. Those guys take their job seriously. The observers.
They run when you huck. They run.
They run with
Yeah. But like us, we just got marshals and they just watch from the side.
Yeah.
Who took? Sino pa nag-point? Sino nag-block?
Ano po pangalan niya?
But yeah,
Don't worry. I'm just kidding. Marshals, I love you.
yeah, they are a big. Word. They're beneficial to us.
They're the
in-
backbone.
They're the backbone of our MVP stats and
Yes.
awards.
Mhm.
Without them, kahit saan pumupunta yung mga awards na yan eh.
True.
Okay, so anything you guys want to add? Anything else?
I guess we round it off with a short countdown of
Ultimate.
sorry.
Yeah. U23 World Championship.
There you go.
The World
At London.
in London.
London.
The World
In London.
in the dates of July 12 to 18, 2015. Great Britain, London.
Please do support our under-23 national team of the Philippines.
If I'm correct, our team will be flying to London on July 9.
No, I can't
Yeah.
do the accent. Never mind.
You can
I'm
do
not
it,
gonna
man.
try.
Well, the great thing about this under-23 national team is there's a lot of people really showing their support for the Philippines. So
Yeah.
as you mentioned, there was a hat, which I guess they were raising funds for one of their players.
Yeah.
Mhm.
On our side, Smart, we actually ordered discs from Discraft to be printed with a Smart logo. Then we're actually selling them, and then the proceeds will also go. Some of it will go to the under-23 national team.
Oh yeah, I saw those. I saw your post in the marketplace.
Yeah. So we're really trying to, send them. I mean, it's no joke to send the team
Yep.
to that far a country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
The financial support, I mean, really goes a long way.
it does because it's
Yeah,
it's so expensive.
It is, huh?
Yeah, but yeah, it's a good thing. Same thing. So much support. Tournaments being held just to raise funds for, the participants of the U23.
Yeah, but in the end, it goes back to the community. I mean,
Yes.
Yeah.
whatever they learned there, whatever they experienced there, comes back here, and it becomes a learning experience for everyone.
Yes, it is.
So it's good exposure in the end.
Of course, definitely. Well,
Yes.
so far things are looking good with. As far as I know, everything's all hunky dory with the U23 now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, anything else we should? Is there anything else to mention? Well,
Mm-hmm.
so far we've touched upon those topics. Or anything else you guys like to add? Anything else?
No, I'm good.
You're good to go.
Would you want to greet anyone names? Shout out.
Yeah, please. Ray, give
Yeah.
us a- hey,
I'd like.
would you like to plug in Smart so they can sponsor this show as well? Smart, if you're listening,
Yeah.
your boss.
Like to give a shout out, of course, to Smart, to work at Smart. people who support us, and our coaches, Fel and Jamel, and of course the Philippine Ultimate community for making the community such a fun place to be.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks, Rams. Okay, so how about you, Emerson? Anything you wanna last words? Anything you wanna plug in? You wanna say hi to? Anything like to?
Hi,
No.
Susie.
No, I'm good. Until the next podcast, I guess.
Next week, call Jason.
Yeah, I'll try to get J-Lo to guest with us.
That'll be really good. Actually.
That'd be nice.
We
Yeah,
should
that'd
tag
be
him. We
nice.
should tag him in the when we share this video, so he'll get the idea. Okay.
All right.
All right, guys. Well, thanks again for listening to the Philippine Ultiverse podcast.
Thank you very much, Rames.
Thank you very much to our
You're
guest,
welcome.
Raymund Buenaventura.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you so much, Rames. It was great. Thanks for being on our show. Thanks for agreeing to us at this late of an hour. We're so sorry.
Yeah.
My pleasure.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Hopefully, we'll invite you again to guest on
Yeah,
our next
sure, why not?
shows.
Yeah, that'll be
Great.
that'll be really awesome.
Uh-huh.
All right, so thanks again. All right, you guys have been watching the Philippine Ultiverse. I almost forgot. For all of you listening, please don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe to all our social networks and all the tournaments, information, details, videos that I'll be posting in the description below, just in case you guys want to read up more on that and in case you missed up on anything. Also, please comment below let us know what you think about the show. Good feedback is always encouraged. Feedback is always encouraged, whether good or negative. Let us know so we can make the show better for you.
Oh, one last thing.
Yes.
If subscribers want to, I don't know, plug in maybe a tournament, maybe send us a message on Facebook or wherever, and just let us know about your tournament so that we can properly advertise.
Disseminate.
Yeah.
Yes.
And not
Your event.
and not talk about it the day before the tournament
Yes.
starts.
And we don't butcher your event.
All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks so much for being on the show again, and thank you,
All
listeners.
right, thank you.
You've been watching.
All right.
You've been listening.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry. You've been listening to the Philippine Ultiverse podcast, where we showcase the best of Philippine Ultimate.